So
Sick.
Therapy.
We're streaming.
okay,
Hi everyone, welcome to our
bitches.
podcast. It's a beautiful. What's today? April the 26th.
It's a fucking Monday.
God.
Hey, no, let the audience comment in the chat. Gosh, you guys.
I want
Alright.
a compilation of Kiara just saying shit as soon as
And-
Mary starts the thing.
Yes, I really do. But so
Welcome to our religious group session.
we left off on a really big cliffhanger, which is
She's not there.
So you all murdered Christina Lawyer. If you have any questions about more details, just ask me. Cause I
Well,
don't think I'm gonna
actually, Emiliano murdered Christina. We're just here for the ride.
Hey,
Okay.
it's not a murder. She's not really dead.
Let me just place all the guilt on Emiliano. And Emiliano killed Christina Lawyer, and her body was not there. And y'all are still at the scene where y'all took Hayden to her office, where Kira was going to confess that she killed Christina Lawyer, only to see that there was no blood or her body there. And now Hayden is staring at y'all like you are all freaks or something.
Did we say Christina? We met Laura.
Kira's gonna walk in the room and look around.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I didn't do nothing.
You all three don't see jack shit. It's clean as fuck. It's like nothing was touched. The windows closed.
Bro, Kira goes back towards the door and then like looks back and forth and then looks at Hayden and's like, where's Christina?
And he looks at her and is like, well, I haven't seen her since this mid-afternoon, besides her walking to her office a few hours ago.
She might be on vacation, right?
No, you fucking ass.
She's on vacation.
I didn't see any, vacation days off recently. Is there something y'all want to tell me?
Did Kira already admit that Christina was?
She didn't say this to Hayden. She told his son, Emiliano's son, but not Hayden.
Right.
Okay.
And his son was very upset.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
Wait, think of a lie as to why we would be in Christina Lawyer's office.
I don't know that Kira would actually lie though. I think she'd just kind of be like, she may or may not be dead, but I'm still thinking. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, no. His eyebrows are raised and his arms are crossed.
Maybe just be like say something about
Quick, say something.
I love you.
No. How you love me?
Maybe mention the because I don't think Rybus would say anything. He would just leave this all to Kira.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
maybe mention
If everyone's
mention
leaving,
her connection to the third god.
yeah.
person.
If everyone's leaving it to Kira, Kira's gonna be like, okay, so this sounds vaguely threatening, but she is probably dead. But it's not threatening because she was a bad person.
That's good.
She was the reason that Emiliano's son got sick. So I thought I killed her, but apparently
you did not.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. She's not here.
Breakdown, and Heidi's just like.
Hayden is that surprise Pokemon, like Pikachu face. Like, okay.
Kira's having like a mental breakdown here, bro.
And he's like, take a breath, Kira. So let me restart this.
Okay.
So you thought that my assistant
It wasn't a thought. It was confirmed.
Associated with this third creator, or the queen, and
she was
decided, and she's apparently a pure evil, which I have actually found out in my research, so I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And you wore this true sight mask because she can obviously see it on y'all's bodies, and discovered that her soul looked evil
Yeah,
Mhm.
and thought she was a source of Idris's sickness,
which she was, because
Mhm.
he's feeling better now.
Yup.
and decided to assassinate her without coming to me first.
Yes.
All of her plans.
And discussing it with me before taking brash actions.
Well, we did learn this extra fact that I think may sway you. Uh, he did, Emiliano's son could have died at any moment. So if we would
Yes,
have
that was
came to
extremely
you,
important.
if we would have came to you and been like, hey, hi, so you got a sketchy ass bitch as your sidekick, and she perchance overheard us, got suspicious, or whatever, right? Then Emiliano's son would have died, literally on a whim. All she had to do was snap her fucking fingers, and Mans was dead. Okay, I don't want it. I didn't want to chance that. We're still trying to trust you. We almost didn't tell you anything, but out of the what trust I have in you in my heart, I decided to come and have a conversation with you.
Losing my fucking mind.
So I apologize for not having a conversation with you. If you have another like sidekick person who's evil, I promise we'll come to you next time.
He lets it aside and tinges his brow, and he looks like a disappointed dad. Like anything, Emiliano, you know the look, Emiliano.
Oh no, he's not mad. He's disappointed.
And he's like, he takes it all in, and and you truly believe that she was associated with the third?
Yes.
Well, I
99%.
mean, like, unless, okay, think about it like this, Hayden. All right, let's big brain this out for a second, right? Okay, so I kill redhead lady, right? And then miraculously, Emiliano's son starts feeling better. Now, if we go check on Emiliano's son and he's like dying still, then we have a conversation to have. Obviously, but if I if I saw that her soul was evil, right? Whether she was the cause for Emiliano's son being sick, she deserved to die. She was evil.
I'm sorry.
But
Do y'all
I'm
remember
like 99.9% sure that she did do this. Also, where's the
what
body?
Hayden looked like?
Wait, what?
Do y'all remember what Hayden looked like?
No idea.
Okay,
He was hot.
Yeah, that's all I got.
He's not showing his abs in this picture, but he looks like that.
What the fuck?
Freedom. Grapefruit demand.
Bro, disappointed dad looking at us. I hate it.
He's not have his abs out right now.
He doesn't have to have them out. You can see those bitches under the clothes. But
Oh!
It's all of you going. I'm scared.
And
I told you, he's a very charming man.
grapefruit.
He's a very charming. That's why he's very. He's charming and honest. Please stop.
we all start suddenly trusting him 20 times
I
more.
saw a picture of him before, and he looked almost like that. But that image still describes him very well because he still looks like that. He has long hair, black hair.
What is his appearance gonna change, Jacqueline?
No, I just
Okay.
thought y'all. I think y'all needed a refresh on how hot he is.
Yeah, we really did.
We really did. We trust him 20 times more now, promise.
I just need to remember.
What the hell?
So he's just sitting there, And he's like, what happens if that was all a trick?
By you?
How can you
No,
fake
not
your
by me.
soul like
Not-
aura?
Not by me, but studying the queen has made me realize that these creators are very powerful.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, like,
they
it
can
could be a
break
trick.
things.
I'm sure it could be a trick. However, she was also staring at me like I was a fucking creature when I was walking down your hallway the other day.
Why would she stare at you?
Exactly! That's what I said!
Is Kira
Maybe
hiding
she's
the fact-
blind.
Is Kira hiding the fact about the crown?
She's not lying, she's just not
She's not
mentioning
there.
it.
She's not there. I get it. Now I get it. So he's just like, if you came to me first, we could have sorted this all out. I won't press any charges against you all, as
Thank you.
well.
We can't afford a lawyer right now at the moment.
I mean,
No,
Wouldn't have done
even
it
if
we
you
didn't
did,
think it was
there's
for the greater good.
I will say this. Even if you did try and press charges, there's no body, which is a conversation in itself we should be having.
Maybe she's Jesus.
And he's like, I promise you that I do not know where she is at the moment, as I've been in my own office and tending to Idris.
Idris, my baby boy.
we need to find Girl in Tower.
How about this?
And we
I
gotta
help
find
you all-
Idris.
I help you all figure this stuff out.
In exchange that we don't assassinate his future secretaries without asking him first.
As an exchange for me not finding any clues about you murdering anybody,
Yeah.
and that you don't assassinate my future assistant.
Well, okay, that's like
Wait,
that's a
Are you
big
saying
promise.
that you left Idris by himself? With this woman out rampant?
Now, I'm not saying I'm going to help you throughout your whole adventure, but just for this moment, we'll find out what happened to Christina.
Yeah. But like, that's like a big promise for us to keep with you because, like, like I don't know who your next secretary is gonna be, but how do we trust him?
What if it's a he?
I have not planned that exactly out yet. I have a few people to look at in their records that I
We
have an
should
idea
also observe them. We should also be
Rivas
there.
can be your next secretary. He's good at reading.
So the rules are you need to wear a maid outfit. I was kidding.
Oh my god.
Wait, they have to be ambidextrous.
You can't even say the word.
Ambidextrous.
The biggest titties man or woman they got us.
They have to have mommy milkers. Bottom story.
But no, I'm just kidding. He's like, I have a few candidates that we can look at if you'll like to observe them, but I think we should figure out
Yeah, probably figure out Christina first.
Chris. Yeah. It's like,
So,
yes, sir.
I think Kira's gonna walk over to Emiliano and then like look for the dagger that he killed Christina with. Because Emiliano explained what happened. So she's just gonna grab the dagger and she says, "Okay, I killed her with this."
We.
Y'all, please look at the Instagram chat.
Okay, hang on.
After saying we, she corrected herself to
Stop!
I because
Stop!
it couldn't have been all of
Stop!
them anyway.
Kaylee, no! Y'all have to look at it.
No.
Oh my god! Yo! Bro, I'm sorry, but if your titties look like that, I'm terrified of you.
It's so bad, man. Oh my
Fucking anyway, bro. Anyway, I hate it here.
Wait, no.
Don't watch it again.
Look at the survival.
She's not even making words anymore.
I was mountains.
That's what you sound like.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Give me a second. Oh my god, I had to recover from that damn music. Okay. Well, anyway, okay. So you show Hayden the dagger, right? Are you showing it to him or offering it to him?
No, showing it to him. She still doesn't trust Hayden.
Okay, he looks at it and he says, that looks like a lot of the encryptions of the new gods, especially specifically the queens.
Yeah. I killed her with
And
it.
Oh fuck.
maybe the knife has something to do with it, most likely.
Yeah, it's kind of magical now.
Stop! Okay, no, anyway.
Bro, what if killing Christina with the knife gave her more power, the queen?
That's not my business. Kira's not thinking about that. She's not the one who killed fucking Christina.
And he's like, and so you swore that you killed her in this office and saw her die, basically.
Kira's gonna glance at Emiliano vaguely, and then she's gonna be like, wait, like, yes.
You glanced at him vaguely, right?
Well, she glanced because she doesn't know where fucking Emiliano killed her, but she assumed that it was the
No,
office.
that doesn't matter. You did the action of glancing vaguely, right?
Yes.
He looks towards Emiliano.
Oh.
And
Well.
he says, no need to hide the person who actually might have killed
Really, the truth is already out. Might as well own up to it.
her.
Well, we already started this.
If anything, I kind of presume since Idris is your son,
Kira,
Emiliano,
fucking,
so
but and also Kira was with Hayden like the whole time she was in this place. So I mean,
yeah, so it's not like. And he said, but I pressed no judgment, y'all.
okay, even if you like, okay, doesn't matter who did it. We're saying I did it, and don't let Emiliano's son know that he did it. Thank you.
Right.
He nods his head and he says, I promise.
Thank you.
And he's like, okay, so back to the dagger at hand. So, Emiliano, explain to me the details.
Well, she was acting a little sussy. So.
Stop right there.
A little sussy, alright? Fuck.
A little bit like an imposter, okay?
Keep going. Oh, keep going.
She had red hair, okay?
Yes.
And
We all knew that.
she's an imposter. And
Bro, okay, I think Kira's gonna chime in and say, I think me talking about what happened would still be more accurate than fucking Emiliano at this point. And I wasn't even there.
And he's supposed to be older than you. Quite a bit too.
the dementia kicks in sometimes.
36.
Basically, long story short, we found out that she was, some sort connected to my son being sick. So, and I heard that he could easily, kind of die at any moment. So I just kind of went into her office. I just jabbed it right into her neck as fast as possible, and then I got out.
Okay. He's like, alright, so. And you use this dagger.
Yes.
A dagger that has evil properties.
In Emiliano's defense, he has no other daggers. I don't think he thought that far ahead.
This is the only one I have. I couldn't really hit her with, like, a fucking spell.
We actually sold his other dagger that he had.
Okay.
Okay.
He looks like he's like processing this heap of information that just dropped on him. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, I have a few books in my library, my private library, that maybe could help with our investigation on why she might have disappeared.
Okay.
They are mostly books I found throughout the realm based on the craters and their ruins.
Oh, really quick, Hayden. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
No.
Um,
Shut up. Just kidding.
um,
Shut the fuck up.
this is just like a thought, but why doesn't Idris become your secretary? That way, he's not used against us again.
Believe it or not, he actually is one of the few people I've considered for secretary.
Yeah, I think he's probably the
That's that way.
best
Also, he
option.
won't be in harm's way.
Yeah, because you could keep an eye on him.
I'll consider it.
Okay, he's probably one of the only people that we'd actually trust enough for the position. Let's go.
He leads y'all down what seems to be like an array of stairs, right? And you like it goes to the basement, but it's a nice basement. And he stops in the middle of the stairs, faces the wall, chants, and I'm just like some kind of magic ooh-ah shit. And then the wall opens up, and he leads y'all through the corridor.
Okay. Is it dark?
Y'all have dark vision, so it doesn't fucking matter. But Hayden does not, so he's casting a light with his hands. Because he can't see for jack shit.
Pussy can't even see.
He's a human, so. And he eventually leads y'all to the end of the
I'm
corridor.
gonna grapefruit that human.
To reveal a very large library. And it looks very similar, like in style, on when you went to the City of Tears, which was in Limbo, to their libraries.
Mm-hmm.
There's an array of books. Not a lot. It's not like the most like big room compared to the church y'all went to, or like the small destroyed libraries. It's a lot smaller, something like more home space, but the design very much reflects the City of Tears. And there's small books that seem to be very old and just like disintegrated, basically, but they seem to still be readable. Each one is written in Crater's language or Limbo language, which y'all still cannot understand. But Hayden seems to go through the books, go through the array of like the fucking labels, and find one book and open it. And he heads back towards y'all, where y'all found like tables, and I guess you can sit if you want on a couch.
Hey.
You sit.
I sit. Is it comfy?
It's very comfy.
Kira is standing next to them.
I'm gonna start nodding off then.
Down because she's excited.
And he approaches y'all, and he opens and flips through the book, and he says, he asks Kira, if you're still holding the dagger, to lay it on the table.
She lays it on the table.
And he looks through this disintegrated book. Y'all can also, he offers y'all, you can look at any of the other books also.
I mean, are any of these books like anything like about Limbo or anything like that?
They're all written in Limbo language. You can't really read it, but you have the Book of Craters on you, and some of that is actually translated for you. If you roll an intelligence check, you can try to basically read the language from what you know.
Are any of these books speaking to us? Like, read me, please.
Yeah, basically, it's like, you can study the Book of Craters book and look on the other books to make out words. But you're going to have to make an intelligence check for that.
Yeah, but like, are any of the books in the library
11.
like, oh.
Oh, well. What? Okay, well, there are some books. Let me roll for that, actually. Let me get my dice.
Like, I guess I was saying, are there any books that stuck out that we would want to read?
There's a very disintegrated book, but it seems to be lying on Hayden's tea table, and it's very destroyed, very noticeable. Seems like a brand new book sitting in one of the bookshelves compared to the rest, and it seems to be a book cut in half. And Emiliana,
she just doesn't like literature.
Emiliana, which one do you want to read for? Because I don't feel like you should be looking through the whole library.
No.
What specific?
I want to see the one that's like cut in half.
You look over the one that's cut in half. There seems to be a clean cut through like the spine. Mm-hmm. Like the book was cut in half. The contents of the other half you do not know, but the other
Right.
contents seem to be written all by the second creator.
Okay.
There's a lot of mentions of second, machines, creation, etc.
Etc.
And if you go to the front of the page, you can make out vaguely what seems to be the second's writings, with little inscriptions below it describing something that you can't tell.
Okay.
There's also
It's describing
pictures.
something.
There's also pictures of machines, like how to build them, parts, different parts, and stuff.
Robo dick.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's dildos.
Oh my gosh.
Would anyone else like to make an intelligence check on these books that may be translated? You will be
Well, now
holding
I want to get the other half. I feel like I want to get the other half. I'm gonna find the other half. I'll put that in like what's the word I'm looking for? In like a side quest.
Yeah, you can ask Hayden about the other half.
Where's the other half to the scripture?
And he looks at you and says, sadly, I found that in the ruins when I first went there, so I do not know where the second scripture could be.
Oh, okay. That's understandable.
Kira wants to look at the disintegrated book.
You look at the disintegrated book, very messed up and fucky.
Well, she's
Stupid.
dumb, so she just looks at it and then puts it back.
Yeah, you literally can't make out
I'll
a
do it.
single word on it.
It's so hard being so smart, hot, and intelligent.
I can't.
20.
Oh my god!
Fuck!
A 20? Okay,
And intelligent with a big, massive
read.
font.
It's very hard to read,
Mm-hmm.
but you seem to make out something called the Council.
Ooh.
Its design is familiar to the designs on the dagger and the third's objects, but however seems mostly disintegrated. As you open and go through it, you seem to see names of certain figures that you can't really make out or spell, as you only have a few letters to go off of.
Okay.
There seems to be 7 figures, some of them saying deceased under them or alive.
Okay. Figures deceased and alive.
There also seems to be papers as you keep going further, where you see the large words "the Queen." However, all the pages are charred and smudged.
Oh, okay. Yikes, that's no bueno.
There also seems to be small, faint words through the smudge that represent powers, spells, etc.
Ooh, can I read any of the spells?
You would have to roll one more intelligence check.
Alright. Wi-Fi, go!
Bakugan!
Roll! So hot, intelligent, and amazing. I got 13.
Not too bad. You look under spells. Again, it is very charred, but you can make out small words such as creation, familiars, destruction, darkness.
That's not good either.
There seems to be also common spells such as lightning orb, thunder.
Ooh, lightning orb.
But or like thunderbolt, thunder wave, but they seem to have more inscriptions describing what can be done with them to make them more deadly.
Huh. Okay. Good to know.
But all of it seems smudged. And the further you go, the more it just babbles on about power and darkness and other things.
Alright.
Would anyone else like to look at the last new book?
I'll look at the last new book.
Yeah, I don't think Kira and Rybus are gonna get shit from it anyway.
Okay. You actually look at
Rybus has shit intelligence.
So does Kira.
You actually go up to the book and notice that it is similar to the book in your hands. It is the Book of Creators.
Ooh.
And that is why it looks so brand new.
Well, might as well put it back because we already know what's in there.
I still want it.
You can't steal his books.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for them either, so no. That's not him. He wouldn't steal it. So he's
After
just
looking through a few pages, he puts the book down and he says, "This dagger seems like a common weapon used by the Third's people, and it is known to cut souls, cut their ties, and who the fuck's bigger than who?"
Sorry, that's me.
And it basically is like, he's like, well, it seems to be a sort of soul absorber of sorts. If used in a particular manner, it can take a part of someone's soul and make the dagger more powerful. However, they must actually have a soul to do so.
So, since Christina didn't have a soul, did she just disintegrate?
Anyone
No.
else? Anyone else want to comment on that? Or does Emiliana say that to Hayden?
I heard nothing.
I said like, I don't think she had a soul, didn't she? Because like we didn't see anything when we looked at her through the thingy.
We did, and it was red.
No, it was black.
It was
So
black.
black
It was
That's
equals
even
empty.
it was
worse.
black. It was black and empty. Those are my emphasis: black and empty.
Yeah, so she didn't have a soul. So therefore, like, I mean, it did. I mean, we obviously like she probably just maybe she disintegrated or something. Like, you know.
Miliana, you're a dumbass. You couldn't just stick around to find out.
I mean, we're gonna figure it out. And just pop
You
out
could have
there.
tried to hide the body. You're such a bad rogue.
Good thing he's
Good thing he's not a rogue, yeah. Kira's disappointed in you. Kira's so disappointed. She's like, I thought you would be able to kill better.
He said,
Don't give me the look.
did the dagger glow at all when you killed her?
Shit. No, it didn't.
no, it did.
Did?
Then your theory might be right, Emiliano, because it says it's only activated, which is represented by a glow or some kind of aura power coming off of it when killing a person with a soul.
But it got extra powers or some shit.
It only glowed. Reminder: it only
Hello?
glowed faintly, and it is dissipating very, very fast, and it's basically nothing right now.
But it still did
I was
something.
right. My theory was right.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It still did something. So,
Yeah, I mean, sure,
though she didn't have a soul, that still says something about the dagger in itself.
How was it always dim?
Was it always dimmed? Because
When you first picked it up, it was
No,
glowing.
it was bright, yeah. We actually
He's like, how
used
did you
it.
use up that power?
We used it.
He's like, used up what?
Yeah, we cut somebody's
Christina.
ties.
Oh yeah,
Hayden's
we
like,
did.
He's like, so I don't think I want to get into that.
It was a poor decision. We didn't know what it did, but she asked us to do it, so we did it.
And
We like killed somebody randomly.
So like she's not like dead,
That-
but she's probably gonna go to limbo when she dies.
Oh, I heard Limbo's a nice place, so.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Depending where you are, I know there's bad parts of Limbo also. But besides that, that is the only conclusion I could come to, is that either Christina had little to no soul, or there's another thing in the play.
I mean, if she had little to no soul, then technically wouldn't that mean that she'd be easily manipulated by, like, whatever? Like, I don't know, I guess in this case, the queen?
Most likely, yes. I haven't researched that far into souls yet. But someone you know, this is not Hayden saying, this is Mongoss God saying this. Someone you know has put a lot of research into Limbo and souls and etc.
Yeah.
Gerald.
Kira's thinking really hard because she wants
Oh my gosh.
to do something, but she's still thinking about it.
Okay.
Garland Tower. Get.
Would you shut your ass up?
I guess player Mary's going to ask player Haley and player Kiara. Do you guys trust Hayden at this point?
A little more than we did before.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do trust
How
him,
much
but
do you trust him? Like, would we tell him everything kind of thing or no? Like, are there
Probably
things you would keep
thing.
secret?
But maybe keep the crown secret.
Because that's what
Yeah.
Kira was thinking of doing. She was thinking of showing him the crown. Because she
Most
thought
likely,
that because he has a bunch of books and shit like that he might actually know something about it.
It's also weird to you that he also seems to know how to read the language.
Yeah, there's something sketch about him. Oh, I remember what Kira's gonna ask. She looks at him and she says, "Hey, quick question. Why do you have the same power as the first?"
Oh,
So fast. He raises his powers like the same power as the first.
Yeah, you have the creator's powers. That's, you know.
yeah, it's so weird. Oh my gosh, you
Well,
weirdo.
from what I studied, any magic is able to be studied. So I decided to devote my entire magical studies to creation magic. And it seems that y'all have not seen the rest of the books yet, or decide to read tons of books in your free time.
What? We're so intellectuals.
But creator magic is known as soul magic. And anyone can really learn soul magic, as Emiliano can, as when he fired at me with a soul breaker.
Yeah, he definitely learned that from a book.
Mm.
And he's like, anyone can really learn it if they put their mind to it, just like most magics in the world. So I don't think I'm really association of any of the creators besides me just learning it.
Okay. And you're sure about that, right?
I am positively sure. I don't think I heard any ghosts in my ear lately.
Insight check.
Yeah. Everyone
baby.
insights.
Go ahead, babies, if you want to make an insight check.
Where's eyes?
Oh, shut up.
Eyes. Among Us.
Where'd Ribus? Ribus?
Among boobs.
I see it right there. He's rolling.
Fuck.
he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. You can tell he studied countless hours.
Yeah. Based off these books, I wouldn't doubt that.
Of course, I only know basic things such as enhancing my own powers, basically like teleportation and such.
Do you know about the do you know about the artifacts of the creators?
I've seen some riddles on them, but I decided that the first was a sword and shield. The second was the power of mind. And the third seemingly had a crown. And that is what I know of. There are certain artifacts. Of course, there's tons of more, such as the hero's artifacts and such, but they mostly come in riddles. But I have assumed those.
Doing.
Let's say that you potentially procured one of these artifacts. What would you do?
Keep it away from anyone that might use it.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty smart. Wow. Okay. Cool.
He's like, what the fuck?
That's a smart idea. That's a smart,
It feels like I'm taking a moral test for a job.
I mean, sometimes it happens. Sometimes I just gotta, check in, see what's up. Wow, so how are you?
He's gonna insight check you because you're really awkward right now. Oh my god, he got a 19. If you want to try to deception that or something.
I don't think she's going to be able to. She just got awkward. Well,
try. I don't like doubt your ability. Luck can be on your side.
Never doubt yourself, Mary.
Yeah, see, you did fine. He just looks at you funny and he's like, okay, whatever. He just leaves it be.
I'm just awkward sometimes. Anyway, we gotta go find Idris. She just starts walking away.
Oh, okay. My son.
And he shuts his book as he watches y'all leave. Does everyone leave, or does anyone want to ask Hayden anything else?
Leave.
You leave with Kira. Emiliano, is there anything you want to ask before I piss on you? Like, really hard? Because I know you're muted, so I can piss on you whenever I want. What if I rolled for damage? That'd be very funny. Well, I'm just gonna leave Emiliano there, or Kira. Kira, you're our... Emiliano's leaving. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And Hayden will just sit back on the sofa as y'all leave, and he bids you farewell. And y'all head to Idris, and it's still like dead at night. Probably like almost midnight now.
Where is Girl in Tower?
She wasn't with you. I don't think she wants to see Hayden, Bix.
I know she wasn't with us, but like I assumed she was at Idris's.
Yeah, I mean, last you saw her, she was with Idris. So,
Did she just stay there?
you don't know. You didn't ask her.
Because I thought Idris kicked us out. She needs to follow us. We shouldn't have to sit here and baby her. She wants to come on missions with us, but she likes to walk around.
She likes to go through
Pee-pee!
Anyway, y'all head back to Idris's place.
Is she there?
I mean, there's a light. I mean, it's locked, but the lights seem on in the living room.
I'm gonna look through the window.
It's covered in blinds.
Damn it. Kier feels awkward because he thinks she killed, what's her name? So she's gonna be like, I should not be the one knocking on this door.
Emiliano?
I'll knock.
You knock on the door.
I just look, bust the door down on accident.
Oh
right,
my
but you
God.
just walk through it, like that SpongeBob episode where they're at the Olympics, and then Patrick was on the back of that big thing.
Yes.
Now you knock on the door, and Girl in Tower opens the door.
Hello, Git.
And she's like, y'all were gone for a while. Did you finish your questions with that stupid ass bitch?
Yeah, you disappear a lot. You really do.
I mean, I yelled out that I was gonna stay with Idris, but I guess y'all didn't hear me.
Yell a little louder.
You and Idris are both not dead, right?
No, Idris went to sleep, and I've just been like laying on the couch waiting for y'all because he said to let y'all in when y'all come over. So.
Oh, good.
Okay, well, let's go to a hotel.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Oh wait, is Idris feeling better? Is he dead?
He wasn't coughing at all.
Okay.
So.
We'll probably have to check on him in the morning because if he's not better, then we have a bigger problem at hand. Also, she's gonna like mention this now that they're away. She's like, I almost wanted to tell Hayden about the crown, but I didn't because I didn't know if that was a good idea.
Good.
That's a good
I don't think you should tell him at all.
No.
Well, you like strongly hate him, and like that's all right and all, but like I haven't found a good reason to hate him yet.
And she's like, I don't like hate him. Like, I don't want him to like disintegrate into ashes, like necessarily. But I don't know. When he first asked me to help him with this whole, schmeal, when I first met him, I didn't believe him at all. What he was doing and stuff because it seemed really big, but now that he's doing it all, it's kind of like wow. So I kind of feel on the same boat as you, but something in my gut's just like, I don't think we should tell him, but also he has all this information and I like information. And
yeah, that's why I was thinking of telling him. However, maybe before we do that, we should probably interrogate his reasons for doing all this again and then try and see if he's lying.
I mean, I know I don't like to see him, but if we go, I'll go with y'all.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I think we have bigger things to worry about though right now, because Hayden's kind of just chilling. So we're just going to let Hayden chill until he starts doing bad things, and then we'll try and kill him if that happens. So let's just continue our mission to Limbo.
Did y'all find anything about Christina?
Oh, she disappeared into the dagger.
We guess.
You guess.
Either that or she's out to kill us all.
And she's like, I think I may have some theories on this, but I have to look into it.
She had no soul.
Yes, and there are things that can be made with no soul.
Interesting. I'll
tell you all on the walk there.
Okay, let's go. We're walking to go do something.
To a hotel.
Yeah, to a hotel.
And Girl in Tower explains, so it's naturally reasonable that people can be born without souls. We can cut their ties from their soul and they lose their soul. but also there are things that can be made with no soul, such as golems, familiars, images, and stuff like that.
Maybe
And
she
they
was
are.
a golem.
That's so disgusting. Oh my god, a flesh golem. Ah! Ah!
I think the most disturbing part is that she actually looked like Kira's dead fucking wife.
Scary.
Who the fuck would do that? That's fucked up.
She had different eye color, and she was a human.
I know, but it was like eerily close still when you sent a picture.
But yeah, she was like, yeah, so those are like the few instances that there could be no soul in a person, but that's all I've seen so far.
All redheads are related. Okay, cool.
They are. How sus.
And she, that's all I know so far, but I can look more into it. But anyway, y'all find a hotel.
Clock
Where's your
out.
money? How much money
We're
you have?
gone.
Huh? Cough it up. Cough it up.
I have 5 McNuggets.
Oh, Kira's gonna hand the knife back to Emiliano.
Oh, thank you.
She doesn't
who has,
want
like, who has what objects right now? I need to know. Who has like the main objects right now?
I have the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I also have the book. I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Kira
Have the
has
book.
Yeah,
nothing, so it's between Ribus and Emiliano.
You have the crown. That's it.
Well, yeah, the crown, but that's about it.
I feel like Ribus has the mask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
right.
think that's it. Like I can't think of anything else.
He has the gear and he has the bronze plate.
Who has the Book of Creators?
Emiliano.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to remember
probably...
this.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
need to.
so
Let me
I need
write that
everyone
down.
as you're walking to make a perception check.
Perception check. If a man walks up to us, you fucking turn around and deck him, alright?
He comes up to y'all and asks you if you want cocaine.
Natural 20! Nat
He comes up and he asks if we want timeshares.
Bitch, nat 20. Catch me on my shit.
Roll for something.
Perception.
I'm gonna roll for like multiple things right now.
Where's the P?
If we get attacked by some fucking creatures, I'm gonna blame Hayden.
There's rats. You all feel something watching you intently.
Great.
Guard your items, bitches. Guard your shit.
Would you like to look around some more?
Yeah.
Girl Tower's like staring at y'all.
That's good.
Girl in tower. The girl in
But
tower's
she
the one staring at us?
Yeah, she's staring at y'all intently, but also she seems like lost in her own fucking head at the moment.
Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game.
I feel bad for your ass.
Someone look at girl in tower with the mask.
I look
I'll
at
do it.
girl in tower with the
No, she won't.
mask.
You
Okay.
put the mask on and you look at her.
I
And
do.
her soul seems fine.
That's
Okay,
good.
Just checking. Hey, girl in tower.
I got a 20, by the way. Is that important?
I got a 21.
As soon as you say her name, she snaps out of a trance, and she's like, "Did I miss something? Did I miss anything? Like,
what just happened?
Being watched.
What just happened? Sorry, I was lost in my own thoughts. I was thinking about that soul thing and shit like that.
That's good.
No, Kiara, the person that was watching us was girl in tower.
Oh, she was just staring?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
weirdo.
was staring. She seemed lost in thought, and she stutters a bit as she tells you that she was thinking about the soul stuff.
I want
with
to insight
Christina.
check that.
Go ahead. Didn't mean for that.
Alice, could you
Can I
like?
do an Arcana check?
Yes, you can.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, you don't know anything, Emiliano. Shut the fuck up. You're dead. I was kidding.
Emiliano be sleeping.
Yeah, no, that's not. Does that work? I'm stupid. No, that doesn't work. Girl Tower seems like uncomfy.
What's wrong?
And she's like, nothing's wrong.
You're lying.
Okay. And she gets nervous and she's like, I did everything.
Kira's gonna
What
stop
is
in
it?
her footsteps and say, "You need to tell us what's wrong."
She's like, she like does the little fucking what does she do? That little like hand thing.
Not her doing the fucking poking hands thing. I hate her.
She's like, I didn't want to tell y'all because I thought it would be okay, but ever since we entered the City of Tears and left it, I've been feeling like sort of light and lightheaded and
Oh,
things like that.
Alice, would you stop like breaking my bones?
What are your other
Get out of
symptoms?
here! You're fat.
That's it. I don't feel feverish or coughing. Don't worry, it's not like those symptoms that's described to us, but I've just been feeling lightheaded and stuff. And I'm not sure if it's like something with my soul or it's just because I've been traveling a lot. I'm not used to it.
Hmm.
But I
Oh, that
went
was
to
an
the
accident.
I went to the doctor and stuff when y'all were gone that whole time.
Okay.
They were still open. They said it might just be I'm exhausted. I need water.
Hmm.
Which I drink water. Kira, you don't notice any arcana.
Okay.
But I swear I'm fine. I'll probably be fine after I sleep some more and stuff like that, since we're gonna be in an actual bed.
Okay. Well, I'll put it like this then. Um, we can do that when you wake up tomorrow morning. You're gonna tell us how you feel, truthfully how you feel. Okay. Because we'll know if you don't. Um, and then we'll go from there. All right?
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Then off to the hotel.
You up? Where's your money? Who has the money? Cough it up.
I have money.
10 platinum.
How much you got?
10 platinum.
I'll look. I have 20 plat.
20 plus. Okay. So that's technically
200 gold.
that is 200 gold. So they're gonna take one and give you change. They're gonna take one platinum and give you 5 gold for change. So basically, subtract 1 platinum and then add 5 gold.
Okay.
They say here it's expensive hotel. It's nice. It's very nice. It's like a
Yay.
suite. And y'all, Kira, who gets rooms with who?
Kira
Is
wants
there
a room with Girl and Tower.
Okay. You can all have rooms, honestly. Like, you can have all the beds are big. There's 2 giant, like, king size beds in one room.
Oh,
So
sick.
everyone together.
Okay. Because Kira actually wants to ask Girl and Tower something.
Okay, so y'all head up to the room and you're resting, basically. You're getting ready for beds. Bet! You eat food. So y'all are good.
Girl and Tower,
Yeah?
I realize we haven't asked you this. Why do you research the gods?
And
That's a great ass question.
she actually sits there for a moment, like contemplating, and she looks up at y'all and she's like, I never really told y'all, did I? I just kind of asked y'all to help me, but when my village burned down, you remember the church person saying that some people are able to remember, some are not. I remember the masked faces, the creatures, the everything, that giant holes in the sky, tearing everything apart, some in the ground. And that was still a mystery to me. I remember it, but also I don't. Then I woke up somewhere with no one around me, and all I remember are those masked faces. But there was no evidence around anywhere. And at first, did a bunch of research, like I guess Haydn did, and found a bunch of relics, one of them being a relic of time. And so at first I wanted to use it so I could see what happened and maybe stop whatever it is. And now I realize that it could be used for something greater. and I don't really know what to do anymore. But I still feel curious about everything.
It may just Kira's gonna actually give her opinion. She's gonna be like, it may just be me, but I honestly don't think anyone should have this time thing. I
I'm
don't.
tired now. And she's like, I think so too. After we heard about it and read about it and what it did.
Well, don't we need to take it to the second?
We do,
The
yeah. We
first one?
definitely need to find it. It's just I don't think that I guess what Kira's trying to say is she doesn't think that anyone should use it.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, that's it. She's gonna go to sleep now.
Girl Tower seems to be thinking really hard and more sitting on the edge of her bed, and she starts to scribble on her notes again.
No, ma'am, go to sleep.
She's like, no, my notes!
No man. Mimi time.
No!
Bro,
Sleepy time.
bro,
Give me your book.
Kira's gonna take away her
I know we're
notes
so
and
young
put
to
them
get you one.
away.
She's like, give me my notes.
And then she's gonna slowly move Grillen Tower over to Rybus and be like, Rybus, don't let her fucking get up.
He's just like, whatever.
Okay, then. Because she was getting faint and shit because she was assuming exhaustion. So if her bitch ass is gonna stay up and fucking study, she's not gonna resolve the issue.
She's like, I need to write my thoughts down.
Okay, you can write them down tomorrow.
I'll forget.
Well, then forget it. You'll remember it later. You need to sleep, or you can't come with us.
Rybus.
Rybus just goes like, fucking right.
Rybus
Make
like,
short bullet points and then put it down.
and she crosses her arms and she's like, fine, I'll go to sleep. Fine.
Bro, Kira's gonna stay up and watch her for a few extra minutes, and then when she's sure she's fucking out, she's gonna go to sleep.
It's so funny because in those few minutes she fucking knocks out.
Good. Kira's gonna clock out too.
Sleeping like a fucking rock, bro. And y'all go to sleep because Kiara's muted, and I assume Emiliano, since he's a dad, he's gotta go to bed or his back will hurt.
I had to take my Tums before bed or my stomach will hurt.
It's so funny because my dad does take Tums before bed.
My dad would eat Tums
Does
like
that too.
candy.
Fuck.
My cousin's like, I'm old, bro. I gotta take my Tums before bedtime. My tummy will hurt. Like, okay.
Anyway, well, y'all wake up, peaceful morning. Woo! It's morning. Y'all rested actually really well. It was a really good
Yay.
sleep.
Off we go.
Yeah, that felt good. You wake up, get ready, you eat breakfast. We don't need to go through all of that. And Girl Tower's awake also.
Hi.
She's
Do you
like,
sleep well? How do you feel?
Yeah, I slept well. I feel pretty good now. Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Okay, maybe.
I'm inside checking that.
Go ahead.
14.
She's not lying.
Okay.
So yeah, she's like, yeah, I feel pretty good. So it's like it's like 6 a.m. 6
Okay.
a.m.
Let's
morning,
check on Idris really quick.
You all walk to Idris's house in the midst of the crowds, and it's snowing. Believe it or not.
Oh my god.
I don't trust
Back in
that.
natural habitat.
No,
Rybus's fur gets frosty.
Ishgard is known to have snow.
Oh,
don't have to
okay.
worry about it. It's actually built near mountains and empty landscape, and it is known to snow in the area. So it's normal. You all walk to Idris's house. You're in front of the
Yes. Hello?
You knock, and nobody answers.
No, that's again.
Um,
Alright, Rybus, you know what to do.
He bursts through the.
No! Kira screams as she pulls out her fucking. She pulls out her thieves' tools as Rybus busts through the door, and she's like, I fucking hate you guys.
He like tries to stop, but he weighs too much, so he tries to stop, but he just ends up falling down and breaking the door
inertia's
anyway.
too much. We tried.
Okay, well. And I'm winning.
I
Oh,
guess.
I'm gonna look for him. I'm gonna look for my son. Perception check.
Perception check around the area.
Bro, Kira's just sitting here staring at his broken ass door now, like, fuck.
Did
Yeah,
Ribus
no,
break the
Ribus is trying to pick himself up.
Oh yeah, so the door is broken. I will say that. And Emiliano, it's too much of a crowd. You don't know where the fuck he is. Would you like to enter the broken door of the house?
Yes.
Yeah.
You walk in, and you can perception check around the room now. Instead of whatever the fuck Emiliano was looking at.
Oh my god.
You can look again. Yeah. go
Kira's
ahead.
just gonna go to his room and see if he's there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow her.
As everyone's looking, you open the door. He's not in his room. The bed is made. Yeah.
I think he's just at Hayden's.
Oh yeah, I thought you said Hayden was watching him for like a little bit.
Well, Hayden said that he wanted to hire him potentially as secretary, so he might be there for like the secretary job. So we might as well go check. Y'all
Let's
broke
go
his
take a look.
fucking door though.
I'll pay to get it fixed.
Yeah, all his shit's gonna be gone when he gets home.
Hang on. Let me see if Galtar has a spell.
Excelsior.
She doesn't. No, that's. Why does she have? She doesn't have Soulbreaker. Get that shit out of here. No, she doesn't have anything. She's like, I can't fix door.
Okay, well, fine. Just leave Ribus at his house, and then y'all go.
Fine.
Okay.
Running.
Okay, Ribus, you at house, and Kira, Ribus, and Ground Tower. I'm not Ribus. Emiliano. Y'all run. Y'all run to Hayden's place, and you go up to the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Close.
Ribus, make a perception check for me as they're doing this. So you knock, 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 and opens the door of one of the servants, and they're like, come in. They open the door and say, yay.
Hi, where is Idris? Do you know? Is he here?
Oh, he's
Yeah,
like,
where is he?
no. He's one of the candidates for assistant secretary. Right now, the few candidates for secretaries are being given interviews. I think Idris is happening right now.
Okay.
Do it, bro. Okay, where are the other
You can
candidates?
The other candidates are sitting in a waiting lobby if you'd like to wait there also for Idris.
You stay right here, Emiliano, and then she's gonna run back to Ribus, and she's does she get to Ribus?
Yeah, you get to Ribus. He's just standing in the house.
Hey.
He was.
Hey, can I borrow the mask really quick?
He gives it to you.
Thank you. And she's gonna run. She's gonna run back, and she's gonna run in the door and everything. And then she wants to go towards the candidates and hold the mask on and look at their souls for their alignment.
Okay, you run over and they just see you bust in the room and they look at you. There's three of them. There's one that's a gnome, one that's a tall, high elf, actually, and the other is actually a tiefling male with two broken horns. It's really funny. You put on the mask. It doesn't seem to be working at the moment.
What do you mean it's not working? Can I try it on?
You just see like normal shit. Like you're like looking through an actual mask. Like it's like a toy mask.
Bro, we lost all charge. I swear to God. We gotta go back to Limbo, bro.
You just run back to Limbo.
We gotta get this shit charged. She's gonna look at the fucking people, and she's gonna be like, "I'm letting you know, I don't trust none of y'all bitches." And then she's gonna leave.
Wow, was that necessary? I'm gonna apologize for everyone for her. I am so sorry.
You just decided to follow Kira anyway because you were like, "What the fuck is Kira doing?" And yeah, they just look confusingly at y'all, and then I just pops in as y'all are both being fucking fools, and he doesn't he tries to act like he doesn't know y'all.
Kira's just leaving. Cause now that she knows that he's fine, she doesn't care. That's more Emiliano's job.
I just walks past you, Emiliano, as Kira's walking, and he like whispers in your ears like, "You better tell me what the fuck y'all are doing."
We came to see you. Are you feeling better?
he just sighs and he keeps walking past you.
Wait, no, shit.
Y'all leave the room.
Yeah, after we leave the room, Kira's gonna look at Idris and be like, also Ribus broke your door.
Why would you say that? He's already pissed off at me.
Well, I
And
mean,
he
it's true.
says, and he's like, I mean, I accepted y'all as guests into my house, and now you break my door.
I mean, fair. I wanted
Rabbit
to break
fell. He
in.
fell.
That is not true. But,
Could you at least use common sense and remember that I have a job?
okay, you're gonna have to talk to your dad about that because my ass was trying to fucking break in, but nicely break in.
I'll pay for it.
To be fair, we thought you were dead.
I'm perfectly fine.
Well, you
I
were
know you-
perfectly fine yesterday. You were dying because of Christina Lawyer, and she's just gonna turn and walk away.
He, fucking Iris just looks at you with a glare, Emiliano. Your own son.
I feel so bad. I don't know what to say. I'm like, I'm sorry.
And your son's like, I'm sorry, but sorry's not enough right now.
Well, then what do you want me to do? What can I do to prove myself? To prove that I really am sorry.
Maybe tell your friends, and maybe even your own self, that you should probably have a little more common sense now.
Common sense.
It's hard
broke
to have
down a
common
door.
sense when you're
Bro.
dealing with gods
I don't know
and
this
shit.
entire series with Christina and stuff like that. I mean, maybe it's nice to have the opportunity to get a secretary, but I just...
It's because she was evil. I'm telling you, we saw it to the max.
Bro, Kira's getting fucking madder as the fucking conversation goes on. She's about to turn around and
I
whoop
did everything for
Idris's
you.
I
ass.
thought you walked away.
I did
I thought you
everything
walked
for
away, Kira.
you.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Yeah, she walked away, but they're all walking towards Idris's house, so she's ahead of them. She can still hear their conversation.
It's just like you could tell he doesn't really understand what's really going on compared to like Girl in Tower, where you can tell her like, it's the bad soul, and he's like, oh yeah, the queen, yeah, but he doesn't know. He looks
Bro.
confused. He looks angered, and he just he absorbs his anger, lets out a sigh.
This man
Stop.
is fucking sitting here disrespecting Emiliano and thinking that
Yeah,
Kira's not gonna turn around and fucking slap the shit out of him. That's like, he's really testing her
tell-
patience.
I just calms down a bit because he seemed flustered, but he says, just give me time. That's all I need right now.
I can give you that. Emiliano is like seriously like super upset. He's like devastated.
He's
like,
like,
yeah, I got
things
it.
just keep happening one after another, and I just need time to process it. And you can tell he looks a little more lax, but he still looks very tense and like annoyed and also sad and just everything. He's very frustrated.
He must be frustrated his own man.
But you all make it back to his house where Girl Tower is with y'all, by the way, still. She's still with y'all, don't worry. And she's walking back. Y'all make it back where Ribus is standing in his usual spot. He has not moved. He has not moved at all. And y'all are all together now. And I just goes to the kitchen to make some, I guess, food, drink, whatever.
He's okay.
Kira wants to have a conversation with Idris.
Uh-oh.
He seems a little more approachable to talk, so yeah, he's just making tea.
She doesn't give a shit what anybody else in this fucking room thinks. She's gonna say, I want to have a conversation with you.
I just looks up at you and is like expecting you to continue.
We're gonna do it in front of everybody? You're gonna have this conversation in front of everybody?
Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck. She's gonna say,
Oh, okay.
She says,
I say no.
She says, you know, for someone whose parents never gave a fucking shit about them, you have a lot of audacity. Yes, what I did was wrong. I killed a person. If you're, that could be wrong in the scheme of things. But you want to know what? That person was about to kill you. All right? And we were trying to protect you. And I understand if you need time or whatever the fuck, you can have your time. All right? But the fact is that ever since Emiliano knew that you were alive, he's been doing everything in his fucking power to protect you, and you're acting like a spoiled brat. That's the bottom line.
Good. This is really fucking.
And at this point, Emiliano gets us like, don't talk to my son that way.
Maybe you should be the one talking to your son then. Kira's gonna stop the conversation. She's gonna walk outside the door and wait for everybody whenever they're done,
Kira's got
ready to
the
go.
biggest, fattest dick right now.
Bro, because that's the thing. This whole thing happened. The whole thing happened because Emiliano wouldn't talk to his son, and his son wouldn't listen to Emiliano.
Even at the last session, fucking Idris said you weren't there for most of his damn life.
That's the thing, is like, they're not talking to each other, and Kira's pressed about it. She says, maybe if you actually talk to your son, then I wouldn't have to hop in and say something. Because right now, the relationship you have between you and your son is abominable.
This is Girl Tower and Rivas right now. Girl Tower and Rivas are like the surprised Pikachu face right now.
She's like, Kira says, I know I don't have much room to speak because I'm not a mother. She says, but I know what it is to not have parents that love you and care about you. And I wish I had the fucking privilege to have parents like Emiliano. Like a dad like Emiliano.
Yes, bitch. Fucking say it. I don't want to stop you, but Emiliano would stop you. But go on.
But if Emiliano stops her, then she's gonna turn the conversation to Emiliano.
Actually, if you have to play a character, Kiara, this is a really big.
Emiliano's gonna go like, okay, stop. He's just gonna get up. He's gonna walk over. He's like, okay, I get it. I understand. Just don't talk to him that way.
Okay, I won't talk to him that way. But I want you to look at me in the eyes and say that this is the relationship you want to have with your son. Because what we're doing right now, your relationship with your son's going to get even worse if you don't talk to him. I know you don't like telling people things because you think you're protecting them, but you're not, Emiliano.
It's true. You have not shown him any proof of the creators. You have not shown him anything. You told him tidbits, but that's all he knows.
You know what? I'm looking at like, you know what? You're right. I have not been honest with him, and that's completely my fault. I've been trying to protect him, but it just hasn't been working. Either way, he's still getting hurt, and it's just making this worse.
I just is actually gonna say whisper under his breath, but you can make a perception to try to hear it.
Sure, because if Kira hears it, she's gonna fucking lunge, and I know she's gonna lunge.
Oh my God, have mercy.
Yeah, it's not tough, like not that bad to hear. He just said, like, it seems like more of like not even an aggressive statement. He just said, I'm gonna actually type this to Kira because she's got a 10, so that means she does hear it.
Shit.
Wow, this is like, I hate Emiliano. If he says that, it's over. He's gonna be devastated. I wish I was never born.
It's not aggressive at all, and it seems more like a sad statement. To let you know, Mary.
I wish you were there for me.
Oh, she actually looks kind of sad. And she's gonna calm down, I guess, a little bit, and then she's gonna look back at Idris.
He's still making tea. He's not facing y'all.
I know. But having heard that, she's gonna look at Idris and she's gonna say,
I want to know what it is.
Kira's not gonna tell you what it is if you didn't hear it. She's gonna assume you heard it.
Damn it!
Like, you're just gonna chill out.
I mean, he didn't hear it, so he's just gonna look between them and be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Does Haley want to hear it? Because Haley can roll perception for Rivas if she wants to know what it was.
I don't think Rivas gives a shit.
Ground Tower knows what it was, so
Yeah, she's gonna look at Idris and she's gonna say, have you thought maybe it's because of fear?
he turns to like look at you a bit. You can make an insight check because he doesn't say anything. He like kind of glances over a bit, but then goes back to making tea because it actually is ready and shit. You get. I'm gonna hide it because Kiara should have this moment with Emiliano where she does not know what's going on.
Is there supposed to be something going on right now?
Yeah,
Yes,
Jacqueline's
So,
texting me.
because
Oh.
Emiliano will not talk to his son, I'm not giving his son's thoughts aloud.
Wait, no, I want to talk to him.
Unless you check him, ask him personally, or your character chooses to check, just like Mary is doing right now.
Yeah.
I'll check him. What do I have to check?
So, Kira asked the question, is it fear to Idris? You are capable of doing an insight check with Kira on your son, who glances over to Kira only for a moment before the tea starts to simmer. And
give it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just say everyone because I know Rivas won't have anything, but I want him to know. And it says basically you see contemplation on his face, and he's still young, so he doesn't know a grasp of his own emotions. But both of you know through experience that it's a yes, even if he doesn't know it.
Can I go over and give him a hug? Is that the right move?
He
I
is
don't know.
not gonna want to hug you right now. He's still.
Yeah, no, never mind. I thought about it. Never mind. I'm not good at emotions. I don't know how to handle them.
Kira's gonna really quickly. She's just gonna end the conversation with. I think you're both a lot more scared of this relationship, and that's causing the friction between you two. And unless you get over that, you might not have a chance to be father and son.
No.
She says because to be completely honest, we don't know where the end of our journey is, and we don't know if we're going to be alive by the end of it.
You're not wrong.
So I guess what I'm saying, Idris, is that you have a second chance to have a father, and I'm just trying to warn you, don't throw it away. And I think that's all Kira's going to say before she waits outside.
You wait outside, and Girl Tower will take Ribus's hand and be like, "Let's go outside too," basically.
Okay.
Okay.
And now she's
I use my big brain. I'm not good at this. Okay. I'm gonna go up to him and like, what did you say? Can I know?
He sits there.
I'm gonna walk over to him. Actually, actually no. I'm not gonna walk over to him. I'm gonna sit down and just stare at him.
It's a very small house, so it's not like walking to him will make a difference. Really, it's not like he lives in a damn mansion. But
yeah, but I'm just not gonna like force him to like look at me or whatever, or like because he's not facing me.
He's like, I am scared, but of course, why I still don't know. But I want to believe y'all, but it's just so sudden. Y'all come in crazily. I've been with Savior all my life. And
it's okay to be scared.
Want a dad, but you haven't told me anything of why you were gone for so long.
Well,
you haven't told me
too.
Every single thing about your adventure besides these small tidbits.
I'll tell you everything, and I promise it'll all make sense. So before I do that, I'm gonna
Sorry.
let you know right now. I'm scared too. I don't want you to get hurt or to lose you again. This is a blessing, and if I lose you again, I don't think I'd be able to live with myself or live to see the end of it.
Because you have already lost your daughter, as told by Idris. Because sister
Yeah.
died on the journey.
Yeah.
Sister died. And like he pours the tea and stuff like that, and he says, "You have to tell me now."
Of course. Because I definitely want you to be a part of this. Okay? I don't want you not trusting me.
I need to know why y'all don't trust Hayden. I need to know what is it you've been doing. Every single detail.
Okay, girl. Just give me some tea so I can
Okay,
spill it,
girl.
girl.
Okay, girl. Big titty milkers.
Alright. And I sit down, I have tea with him, and then I tell him everything.
Woo!
From the beginning to the end. I'm talking about like
Kira, you noticed that Amelia was talking about something. It's gonna be a long talk. So Girl Tower's like,
yeah, it's gonna be like 2 hours, and then somehow alcohol gets involved.
yes. And then they cry, and then they make up, and it's really sweet. But also, their relationship is still kind of on a hinge. You can tell Idris still seems very distant, but seems a little more open than before.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do I get forgiveness points?
No.
I think while they're doing this,
Though,
really quick.
Mary gets a point of inspiration
Ah!
for instigating a
that
very
mean?
sensitive topic.
What's the point of it? What does it do?
It's basically, it's my reward to a player who performs well, whether it be through creative means, through battle, a really good trick to solve something, just really smart stuff, basically. And basically,
oh my gosh, Jacqueline,
what it
are you
does,
calling me smart?
what it does is to any attack roll, to any saving roll, or something like that, you get to add an extra dice roll to it. Usually, it's a 1d6. So, but
That's
it's
awesome.
only on my. Once you use it, it's gone. I will say that, but I can
Is it
re-give
because
it.
me and Idris had a tender moment? Oh my god.
Yes. Mary mostly instigated the topic, so she's getting the point of inspiration because that was really well done.
Congrats, Mary.
Kira is a busybody. I think while they're also, I wanted to say this, while they're having this conversation, Kira's gonna take Rybus and Girl in Tower to go get like a repair guy to repair the door.
Yeah, you usually find a repair guy, and they repair the door easily. They're gonna repair it tonight, so they're gonna repair it. And Girl in Tower's
Bob Builder.
Yeah, it does. It costs 5 gold, so give her that gold, Rybus.
Okay.
Girl in Tower's like, because this is gonna be a long conversation that goes into the night. It's still kind of midday, and Girl in Tower's like, I know Emiliano's busy, but you said you wanted to talk to Hayden.
I did.
Yeah, you said you want to ask more questions about fucking morals.
Oh, she was contemplating it, but I think now that she had this conversation, she actually does want to talk to Hayden, but it's about something totally different.
Yeah, Girl in Tower's like, I think I actually have questions for him too.
Okay.
For one.
Well, off to Hayden we go.
Rybus, you are coming along. You have no say. You have both the most energetic people running around you and pulling at your hair. You make it to Hayden's place. You knock on the door. It opens, and you notice Hayden is at the dinner table eating. Like, yay! And Girl in Tower's like holding in like cringe moment, but she's like swallowing it down so hard.
Looks like she's constipated, low key. Kind of painful.
Yeah, she's like.
Kira's not worried about it. She's gonna walk in.
Yeah, you walk in. Hayden's like, greetings, welcome to my place. Blah 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 blah.
Welcome to my humble abode.
And he's like, sit down, sit down.
Like shrug.
And he's like, sit down. I have enough food for all.
Sick.
Girl in Tower like scoots up and he's like, it seems that Girl in Tower decided to join us today. I'm surprised. You usually try to avoid any invitations. And she's like, she just grumbles. She shut up, Mary. She just grumbles under her breath. Clutching onto the side of the chair.
I have a question, Hayden.
And he's like, go ahead.
So, long story short, us as a people had a lot of conversations about the bond between parents and children. And that leads me to an extra question. I
Welcome to
know,
Pet Talk.
I know, I asked you previously what happened to my parents, and you said that they were dead. I didn't ask you, however, how they died. So I think that might. I think I want to know that.
And he says, I don't remember exactly what happened. I have to dig through my files, but I can quickly go do that for you if it's no problem for like maybe a 5-minute wait.
Yeah, that's fine.
He gets up to leave. He doesn't really ask his servants to do anything. He just kind of does it himself. And he leaves. And Gruntar's like poking at fucking chicken leg. Rabbits, there's chicken. There's a whole rotisserie chicken.
He's false.
Eat it.
He's
Eat it.
gonna
Eat it. Eat it.
fucking eat it.
You eat
Bones and all.
it. Bones and all. And he eventually comes back with a few papers. And he'll just read it out to you. And he'll say you can come, like, you can honestly take them if you want. He has copies. But, he's like, there was an attack on your hometown. I forgot the hometown name.
That's fine.
Yeah, on your hometown. It was done by the darkness, as we've been researching. It was the most early stage, and it ended up tearing up through all the town and its people. Your parents were found amongst, of course, the rubble. And no one else was found. As they said, I say they have an adopted. They basically have a son also. Interesting. No records of the son are found anywhere, or your brother. But the town is completely destroyed as of the moment.
Bro, Kira goes through like the 6 phases of emotion. Like anger to grief to simultaneously like what the fuck. She's like, okay, pause. Brother?
Yes, your parents, considering both of your records, they had, after a few years later, they had a son.
Do you know his name?
What?
American names.
She's like shook as. What? Do you know what his name is or anything?
Wait, did you write down your sheet, Barry?
I don't think I actually wrote down his. Maybe I did. Let me check.
Yeah, I was like, I need to go check your sheet again. You go check your sheet again.
Kira.
Do you have a brother?
Kira.
You didn't, right?
Named him.
No. We're both on the same document. Get out of here! Leave! Okay. No, you
Yeah,
didn't put his
she
name
never
on here.
named him. Holy shit.
I am going to my randomized NPC naming list, and that is his name forever.
That's fine, long as it's not something stupid.
Cock and balls.
No, ma'am!
Wait, can it be
Kiara, what's
Humongous? No? Okay, I thought it was a nice thought.
It's really funny. No, I like that one. Just kidding. I'm gonna go find like my NPC name list, and I'll just go through
Alex.
some of them.
I like the name Alex.
It's gotta
got a
be.
fancy one.
It's gotta be
Fancy
something
one here.
close to Kira's, because I'm bringing up the fantasy.
Kira?
The no, not no.
So your name's your thing is
Simon.
called Zan. What was your name again? Kira Ray Lavala. I don't want to.
Basically, Kira Lavala.
Kira Lavala. Donald.
Lockhart.
Kieran. Kieran.
Karen!
Karen?
Please.
Keratin.
Kieran.
They just love fucking.
Does he have a Karen?
They love K names, bro. That's a personality trait now.
Kyron. I like Kyron.
Kyron. Yeah,
Kyron. Let's go with that. Yeah, Kyron.
Yeah, Kyron. Write down your sheet. So
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, his name was Kyron Lavala.
Kyron. I like that one.
We have no records of him anywhere at the moment. or I have to do more searching. But that is basically the information I can give you.
Okay. Well, if I guess you hear from Kyron, um, then I guess let me know.
And he nods his head and he's like, I'll be on the watch.
She's going through like 50 Shades of Surprise. She's like, holy fucking shit, bro. She's like, she's just preoccupied thinking about this. So everything else is up to Girl in Tower to ask.
Kirano is basically asking about basic limbo shit. But it's not even asking. It looks like a full-on discussion. Like they're fucking nerd. And you can insight check their conversation if you'd like. Yeah, it can be spelled whatever the fuck you want.
Thank you. She'll insight check it, yeah, sure.
You can insight their conversation.
What's
Ribus
Ribus doing?
Yeah, Ribus, this is including you, unless you are just eating your heart out right now.
He's just like sitting there, like not even paying attention to existing. He's just like sitting there, mindlessly eating and staring off into space.
When you look toward Hyde, he seems like he's having a normal conversation. Like, he's enjoying the conversation. He likes talking about creator shit, seems limbo shit. And for the first time in a while, like, besides when she talks about nerd stuff with y'all, in which her eyes glow up and stuff, you notice that her eyes seem to glow up a little as she has an actual creator discussion with Hayden.
Good.
As they are talking about stuff you have already learned, but also talking about other extra stuff that seem to boggle your minds. As your intelligences are low.
They're
Yeah.
brother and sister now.
Like, you never ask, like, about these things, but they both seem to know. And Girl in Tower seems to be like, and Hayden seems to accept her ranting.
Okay, Girl in Tower and Hayden are definitely related somehow. I don't give a shit, Jacqueline. I don't care what your lore was, but they're related now for sure.
And you notice that Girl in Tower does mention her hometown and the burning of it and stuff like that. And Hayden will actually say, I sort of remember how the Great War happened and what it was like. Just like you. Faceless mass, rifts opening in the earth. Except I sort of saw, I guess, the creators themselves appearing on our realm and then disappearing as if nothing ever happened.
Girl in Tower's gonna shit her pants.
She's like, she's like, what are they like? Well, she kind of knows what they look like because they're written in books and everything and shit.
Yeah, but he like saw them.
Yeah, he's like, but they were
Mhm.
vague forms, of course, but then that's when our memories were all erased and I can only remember tidbits now.
Well, remember more, old man.
Shut up, Emiliano, who has son issues. But
he's watching Nemo with his son. Leave him
you
alone.
see Girl in Tower become more relaxed, basically.
Good.
Sick. Finding Nemo really is the story of Emiliano and his son.
That really is.
Honestly.
That's the movie they're watching right now. They're watching that and they're drunk and they're crying about it.
They're both watching Finding Nemo and they're crying.
They're just like, oh my god, this is so us.
I'm so Nemo and you're so Marlin.
Now, it's afternoon now. Y'all talk about random stuff and etc. And Hayden's like, I got other business to attend to. Nice having y'all, but I gotta choose my secretaries now.
Choose
goodbye.
Slide a $50 bill and see if he'll choose Idris.
Oh, also, when we recharge the mask, we're definitely gonna check them out. If any of them are evil, we'll tell you, and then you can deal with them. And then Garrett's just gonna leave.
He's like, recharge the mask, what? And Girl in Tower's like, yeah, we gotta charge the mask like every so often. He's like, oh, whack.
Yeah.
But you all leave. It's afternoon. The door should already be fixed. I said night, but I'm just gonna make it earlier. They did it early. Wow, crazy.
Crazy? Oh my god, it's wild.
Door fixed. Milano and I just had a good talk, but there's still a gap that does need to be filled, as it cannot happen in just one day.
Yeah.
Y'all come back to the house. Everything seems fine. Door fixed. Everything cleaned.
Still waiting
That's pretty neat.
outside.
Oh,
I just is like,
someone knocked.
I just your friends here. Girl Time's like, knock, knock, knock.
Okay,
Sure.
I go and open the door. Hi.
Girl Time's like,
Come in.
how was it? How was the talk?
Nemo was so sad.
It just is like my dad did most of the crying. He's still crying. Milana's still crying.
So sad. They got trapped in plastic bags, but he found himself. My favorite part is when the fish don't drown.
Y'all are in the house. What would you like to do?
Die.
Kira just wants to continue like their mission, basically at this point.
Yeah.
Girl Tower's like, okay, so our next mission, we gotta find the last gem to get the second portal to Limbo, which is located in the mountains, and this mountain is unfamously known to be connected to the Underdark.
Oh, bruh.
No.
One of the seals lies there. I'm not sure where. The riddle goes a bunch of winding caves.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this, but I think we're gonna need Hayden's help for this.
Oh, that loser.
Oh my god.
To be
What a
fair-
fucking tragedy.
Bro, to be fair, I don't think anybody, like, logically, I don't think anyone's at that opposed to, like, having Hayden's help anymore.
No,
Yeah,
he just has
really.
perfect abs. Ugh.
I mean, I still wouldn't put everything in his hand, like the crown and stuff like that.
Yeah, about
Yeah,
the crown. I was
definitely.
thinking I was thinking of putting in the bag of devouring. What are your thoughts?
The bag of devouring leads to a whole entire different realm, and it
we
is
kind of
known
need
that
it, don't we?
the creators can travel through different realms.
Okay, yeah, maybe I should
Oh.
hold on to it then. Oh my god, I
Even-
need to check on Yarg and Gary.
Oh my god, the snails!
Wait, they've been traveling through the snow. You have to put that into account.
They have. No, they're okay.
Fuck it. I want them to be dead one
Yarg
day.
has
She-
changed colors. Is changing his colors. His best of colors. They're on top of each other.
Kira's gonna take Yarg and show it to Emiliano's son Idris and be like, "We got this out of limbo."
Damn it!
He's like, wow, what the fuck?
I'm disappointed.
He's like, I know that my
Gary
dad told
got
me about what Limbo looked like, but that's kind of freaky.
Bro.
It's my
oh
son.
God.
His name is Yarg.
Cool. Also,
Bro.
I think the other snail is growing really big.
Oh,
Tell me why snails live for 2 to 3 years.
It's as big as fucking Ribus's hand now, and that's really
Ew.
big.
Yarg or Gary?
Gary.
Gary
Oh.
is huge, and he's like,
Kind of slimy, isn't it?
He's like, that thing big.
What if we keep it long enough? Maybe we can ride it.
That would be kind of sick, though. Not gonna
I
lie.
don't think that Ribus would ever be able to ride Gary.
Hey,
Why do you question Gary's abilities?
don't jinx it. Maybe he will get really big.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gary. She looks at Gary in the eyes and she's like, "Okay, Gary, this is your mission."
How can you look at it
You
into the
have-
eyes? It has 2 eyes.
she crosses her eyes between it. She says, "Okay, Gary, I need you to do a mission. The mission is for you to get big enough for us to ride you like you're a horse."
Could you roll animal handling for that for me?
Yeah.
I hope you fail it.
Tell me what you get, because I'm getting water right now.
She got a 19.
God.
Gary's, like, you know how
Gary,
snails'
he
eyes...
knows.
You know snails' eyes can, like, retract into their body?
Yeah.
His eyes do that, like, once, and that's it. You can signal it as a, yes, master.
She looks at Emiliano and Ribus and says, "Gary agrees."
Gary knows the mission.
How delicious.
Side quest, Gary grow big.
I'm gonna put that in there. I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down.
Like, get Gary jacked.
Bro. She like she goes outside and starts gathering leaves for the journey, so that way like she can constantly feed Gary, so Gary gets jacked, so he gets all the carbs that he needs in order to get
Would,
fucking buff as shit.
would you like to start traveling? Get ready to travel now
Yes.
because you are all rested and you get to rest on the way there.
Yeah,
So.
let's go.
Would you like to go get Hayden first, or ask him about proposal?
Yeah, he doesn't have a choice. We'll kidnap him if he chooses not to come.
You approach him, and I'm not gonna go through that scene, and you're all like, and he's like, okay, let me check my itinerary.
He
This
pulls
is
out a
kind
little pocketbook.
of like life or death because the queen might get out, and if the queen gets out, then we all die.
It's
My
okay,
average scene is life or death.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm leaving my itinerary to Idris, so he should be able to handle it.
Okay,
So, I can just teleport us there to the town I've been there before.
that'd be nice.
He's gonna teleport y'all there. Y'all teleport. Whee! And he'll even need to roll for it because he knows it really well. And also,
Sick.
creator magic. You notice it. Kira, this is the first time you've seen it, and Rabbit is the first time. And Gruntar's like, wow, look at this shit, crazy as fuck. What's interesting is he can teleport you all at once.
Wow!
And you appear. You know what, like those Asian typical style towns look like in the mountains and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you appear at, and the like air is much clearer, very thin. A beautiful fog, like a beautiful sunlight or sunset, goes about the city, and the mountain is very, very, very fucking big. In front
Like
of y'all.
bigger than the Earth.
Yeah. But y'all are in this town now, and people are like, wow, what the fuck are y'all doing? You notice there's actually a lot of Dragonborn in this town, which are dragon people, basically.
Right.
They're very big as Rebus, even bigger.
Are there any
Wow.
tieflings?
There is actually a few.
She looks at the tieflings for anyone who looks kind of like her.
None of them look like you.
Damn it! She wants to find a male tiefling that looks like her. Is it that hard?
Does it even look like me?
Yeah, there's an exact copy in the mirror shop.
Oh my god, twin brother! Hi, brother.
Anyway, y'all are in the crisp and nice town. And a few people actually come up to greet Hayden and actually thank him for
Weird.
like multiple things that he's done apparently in the town, like fixing shit, stuff like that.
He's like, how to describe this? He's like Putin.
Except Putin's actually a bad person. The fuck?
I don't know what he does. I just know people like shake his hand all the time. It's like, hi, nice to meet you.
Oh my god.
And he says, the safest cave entrance is near the end of town. And it's the first one. Basically, I don't even know this town. And he's like, there's only one cave entrance that we can take to be sure that we don't instantly get crushed or dead or something or fall into the pits of the Underdark.
Sick. Off we go.
So we'll go for that one. But it could lead to a dead end in the end where we can't even find the seal.
Well,
We'll find out.
you know, life be like that sometimes.
And y'all walk through a bunch of forest and shit and go to it. And the cave, Hayden needs a light still because he's a little bitch boy human. Y'all don't need it, and Groundheart doesn't need it because she's a half elf.
Mm-hmm.
And what's interesting is as soon as you step foot into the cave from the outside, it's like everything from the outside, like the birds chirping, the wind blowing, just goes away. It becomes dead silent besides the own like harrowing wind in the cave. It's like when you step in the house in Phasmophobia for
Oh, I hate it.
That's what it feels like. Like the sounds are enclosed within you.
Wow.
And it becomes increasingly cold the deeper you go.
Well, I love that.
At first, the cave is wide enough to hold all of you like in a kind of group mush, but it soon starts narrowing down, the roof slowly coming closer to y'all's heads. and you can only walk 2 side by side down the cave.
Oh, I like that. I don't like crowded places.
Hayden chooses to go first because he needs to fucking see.
Loser.
Ground Tower stays more near the back, and y'all can place yourselves as B.
Kira will be up there
Mhm.
by Hayden, just because she wants to keep an eye on him.
I'll be behind with Raven.
And Rebus, you'll be next to Emiliano, and Ground Tower will be very close to y'all, behind y'all. Unless y'all want to be behind your own tower.
Yeah, I want to be behind Ground Tower.
Yeah.
Okay, you both stay behind Ground Tower. Ground Tower's in the middle. And y'all keep walking through the cave, and eventually it splits off into 3.
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
Can we do like any sort of like? Can I do a?
You can do any checks you'd like to.
Let me take a
Or we
look.
could just split up.
Perception.
Let's
could
do
just split
like
up.
the Scooby-Doo gang and split up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so there's tunnel. I'll type this in the board for y'all.
The only issue is someone's gonna have to go alone.
Yeah, if we choose all 3 tunnels, someone's gonna have to go alone.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I feel like if anyone were to go alone, it should be Ribos. Because he's fucking buff-ass boy.
I mean, you're right. That sword protector his ass.
No. No.
So, Ribus, would you like to go alone?
No. Oh yeah, yo por mis hijos de días de descanso.
Spanish.
Ugh.
Would you like to go alone?
Okay.
Okay, which tunnel do you want to choose? Because since you're going alone.
The first one.
Okay, Ribus gets tunnel 1. Hayden will let you choose Kira, or whoever wants to go with who. They're on Tower and Hayden are just waiting for y'all's decision.
Yeah, Hayden will go with, or Kira will go with Hayden. She'll go through 3.
Alright, and then I'll by default get 2.
Yeah, so girl get and you will go into. Alright, so you all split ways. And I'm gonna go Ribus. Ribus, you walk down your tunnel, and it gets a little more difficult for you to walk because you're big and the tunnel starts narrowing.
Uh-huh.
But the sounds around you, fucking deafening silence. Besides, that's actually deafening silence besides your own body scraping against the walls.
Ugh.
Because you're really big. And you see what seems to be a small light at the end of the tunnel.
Can she fit through it? Arrivis?
Wonderful.
Would you like to go towards it?
Yeah.
Don't mind my typing, just doing things.
Follow trick.
She's
You're
typing
gonna
your death.
fucking die.
Yeah, let's see.
You die and you live and you die.
We love that.
Let me just type in some things for you. Oh, you start to approach the light.
Yeah.
You're going towards it, coming closer, but it's very small.
Yeah.
You come closer and closer in the light. Would you like to make a stealth check?
Okay.
Would you like to make a stealth check? You don't have to. That's a net. Don't you roll a second one for it?
Disadvantage, and I couldn't get worse than that.
You got a 1 and you're loud as fuck. You don't seem to care.
Oh, no.
Ooh. You to
Just piss it on yourself and maybe it'll
you
scare it
hear
away.
a very as you approach the class, it's coming closer to you. It's pretty close. Like if you feel like if you like walked a few more steps, you come close to it. But you hear a low growl.
Uh-huh. Can I roll perception?
Yes, you can. Because you do have dark vision, but it's still very hard to see with a bright light in your face.
18.
You notice that there's a large set of teeth and eyes behind that light.
Oh shit.
And I need you. You can't make a deck save in a small hallway. So, but you can make a strength check to maybe
Okay.
defend yourself. A strength save, I mean.
Throw that bitch back.
Throw
Tell
that
her to
bitch.
go away.
Throw that bitch in a circle. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, beep. 18. All
Yeah.
right, so the jaws will sink into your arm
No.
instead of coming after your whole body, and you'll take 14 damage. But now the face is more clear, and even if it's in a fucking tight tunnel, this is what the creature kind of looks like. It's really small.
Let me see. Ew. No.
What?
I am so glad.
And now I'm gonna move on to tunnel 2, which is Git and Emiliano.
It's like Boy Scout and a Girl Scout, basically, low
The,
key.
the tunnel seems to widen a bit, so you both can walk side by side.
Mm-hmm.
You both don't need any light as you have dark vision, but you cannot see colors. But you
Right.
see what seems to be glowing veins on the walls.
Oh no. Can I check it? What? Let's use a. Can you? Can I see what? Can I try to? Well, I'm thinking. Hold on. Are they glowing?
They're glowing. You can see they're
They're
glowing,
glowing.
but you don't know what color they are.
Damn it. Can I try to see a history check and see if I would?
Yeah, you can try a history check. I'll let you do that. Among Us.
Hello.
I'm here.
Sorry, I cut
Okay,
out for a minute.
17. You're pretty good. So when you used to read books, you were kind of interested in the Underdark a bit, right? And it said that in like caves that do lead to the Underdark, a type of moss likes to grow on the walls that grows like veins. It is harmless to the touch and just acts as vegetation, but it usually means that there's water nearby.
Water nearby. Okay. I'm still not gonna touch it because that's just the history. But well,
Well,
you
it
know what?
says you used to read it, and touching it is nothing. It's just like normal green moss, but instead it glows into the dark.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna translate that to get.
Bioluminescent moss.
Git says okay, and she's like, "What does water mean?" like, is that a good thing?
Well, I mean, we're in a cave, so I would assume there would be water.
Two dumbasses.
I mean, what does water mean? What could water mean? Maybe like
Water
an
in the
ocean.
cave means there could be like, I guess, underwater cave somewhere.
Yeah, it could just be an underwater cave. You can
Underwater
find some
pond.
diamonds or something.
And she's like, if the cave cracks, won't we get like flooded or shit like that?
I mean, we would, but you also forget that we're also wizards.
You're not a wizard. You're a warlock.
Wizard, warlock, himbo, hooker, same thing. He doesn't say that. That's a joke.
Don't ever say a word for me again. You think Kira would want it? I know Kira would want it.
You know what? I think I'm literally ground piece. I'm like, you know what? I think Kira would want this for her bedroom, and I just snag it off the wall.
You stay off the wall, and yay, you have a bioluminescent moss.
She wants to feed it to Gary.
Hell no! You gotta put this on a bitch. The bitch is gonna glow. What is it? Green Lantern? No.
Walks as you're collecting the moss. Girltar actually walks a little bit ahead of you,
Okay, I follow.
and she stops. She's like, "Oh my god!" And you hear her voice echo,
Oh shit! I run.
and then you run over, and you see Girl in Tower staring down what seems to be an endless pit.
Fuck me. Do we have? Oh wait, do we have the rod? I think we have the rod.
No, are you? I don't even
Right.
know. Rivus has it.
God damn it.
Like,
Okay.
you don't have it, Rivus?
I think she's passed out, Loki. Loki,
No,
like you?
she's using the bathroom right now.
Yeah, cause I also have to pick up my sister like in like a minute.
Ew.
Rebus has it.
Damn it. Okay. Well, let me
Okay.
look up.
Girl,
Look at
Tara's
the
like, I
stove.
think we should go to her because I think remember that thing that they said there could be pits to the Underdark and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I don't like that. I think that's it.
I know, but yeah, we probably have to go to there. So I'm trying to see. I mean,
But
oh, can I
there's
grab a piece of the bioluminescent moss and throw it to the bottom and see how deep it is?
it literally goes on forever if you do that.
Fuck. Okay.
She's like, there's a path though, and she points to it, and you see like it's a path that branches into the cave and goes down to what seems to be another cave entrance down at the bottom.
Okay, let's go through there.
And but you both have to roll dex checks to do it.
I should be fine.
Girl Tower might not.
Oh my lord, have mercy.
Girl Tower is actually fine, believe it or not.
Oh no.
You're starting to slip and shit, and you need to make a dex save if you want to catch yourself.
Okay.
Girl Tower seems fine because she's small.
I'm okay.
You're good. You get yourself back up, and you both continue down to the other cave and go in, where more bioluminescent moss is and other types of vegetation. And now it's Kira and Hayden's turn.
Alright, perfect. I'll go pick up my sibling. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go pick her up. So Kira and Hayden, you both walk down the tunnel. It opens up kind of like Emiliano's and Ground Towers does, but there's no like sign of vegetation. It's still very quiet.
Sick.
You can see color because Hayden does have a light with him.
Okay.
But you notice the walls start to get more like, instead of like more grayish, like the mountain, it gets more blue.
Okay.
And you start to hear the sound of running water.
That's disconcerting. Okay. I guess just keep going, man.
Alright. As you keep going, you eventually happen upon what seems to be a running river, very rapid river, blocking your path to the continuing of the other, like the path is on the other side of the river. It's not a very wide river, if anything.
So we could jump it.
You could jump it, yes, but it'd be a pretty good jump. It would be an acrobatics check.
Okay. Just gonna ask Kaiden for his opinion.
He says, I think check his spells for a second. He has a lot of fucking spells. Ah! Then he says, I'm just gonna freeze the water.
Okay.
And he does successfully, and you can just walk across and he unfreezes it so the water doesn't build up.
Sick.
You fucking win. Congratulations.
just ask Kaiden what his opinion is, and he goes, "Got you."
However, the further you go, you notice there seems to be etchings on the wall.
Like what?
Would you like to insight check or history check it?
Insight or history?
Yeah.
Where's my history? Oh, history it is. 17.
You notice these symbols to be basically like when you read the Queen's passage in the book, to be a mix of infernal, abyssal, underdark, and also the Creator language.
Oh wait, give me a second. She knows infernal.
It's a very harsh mix of it, but if you do roll high intelligence, I'll allow you to read pieces and bits of it.
Well, that's probably not gonna happen, but she'll try.
You
That's
never
a
know.
14.
It's not too much of enough, but it seems to say dark, abyssal, underdark, relation, queen, etc.
Okay, so this place is related to the queen. Cool. What do you read, Hayden?
He says, it says, obey the queen, for all of Underdark bow down to her. Abyssal, infernal, abyss, stuff like that.
Sick. Great. Okay, so propaganda. Cool.
And he says, these are pretty old markings too, so something before the Great War.
Interesting. Okay.
And you'll continue on your path. I can't do the others, so we're just gonna continue with their path. Eventually, you come out what seems to be across a wide opening of an area,
Yeah.
and it actually seems to be in a form of some temple embedded into the area. You see two other pathways that lead kind of basically where y'all came from. So you assume Emiliana Rivas will come out of them if they lead the same direction. And you notice there seems to be a large door similar to the other ruins you found with a seal on it.
The ones that are holding the queen?
No, you know the seal that you had to open, you found gems inside them and shit like that?
Oh, okay.
You had to fight big bad creatures.
Well, in we go.
You can't go in, it's locked.
Knock, knock.
You knocked on stone, it hurts your hand.
Ow.
Hayden's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. Maybe someone was going to be inside.
Sighs, and he's like, okay, I can see why your friends sometimes lead you through. But he sighs, and he's just like, he looks around. There seems to be a single pedestal, small little altar or bowl of sorts. In the middle, it seems to be intricate writing, while 4 pillars hold up the, ceiling.
Oh, I guess read the writing then. Or try.
Yeah, you can try to read the writing. Hayden will also. He's not perfect at it either.
Fuck. She don't understand shit.
Let me see if he knows. He didn't get too high, but he didn't get high enough. But y'all read the title Blood, Darkness, and Shame is what the words you can get out of the pedestal.
Darkness and shame.
There's more inscriptions on the wall of what seems to be the queen's mask that is broken with people below her, hellish creatures of sorts that y'all have been fighting and y'all know of, and some of creatures that are from the abyss and such like that.
Can we just all put our blood in there and hope for the best?
There's only 2 of y'all.
Well, once everyone else gets here, because she'll assume that, she'll be like, well, what do you think?
And Hayden says, if it's a blood offering and it's a pretty deep bowl, the 2 of us would probably die if we try to offer all our blood.
I mean, yeah, but also, if our buddies get here, which I assume they will, at some point, if they're not dead, we could use their blood too.
Oh yes, with all of the party here, then we could use it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
He
looks towards the door in contemplation. He looks towards the door in contemplation, and there are some interesting symbols on the door, also.
Kira's thinking a lot about the fucking crown right now.
Yeah, Aiden's observing the door and observing its patterns.
Kira's gonna go over to the mask of the queen, or the replica of it, or whatever.
Yeah, there's a statue of the queen.
Does she see a replica of the crown anywhere on it?
No, you do not.
I guess since she's here, she's gonna walk over to Hayden and she's gonna pull out that card from the queen. The little tarot card.
Yeah.
She's just gonna hand it to him.
He looks at it and he's like, did you make this?
No, I actually didn't. I killed one of my friends who was under the control of the queen. And that's what I found.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, life be traumatic sometimes. It's fine.
He's like, it's okay, I understand. He's like, yep, I love trauma. But he looks at it and he's like, do you know if he drew this at all, or we're not able to know?
I wasn't able to ask. However, it looks like the cards I have in my deck of many things.
And he's like, who gave you the deck of many things? That's something you just find anywhere.
Girl-in-Tower.
And you remember that Girl-in-Tower actually made the deck of many things for you.
She actually made it.
And he says, do you understand how much skill it takes to make a deck like that?
Oh no, I am aware. It's literally a rare item. So
He's like, that's not any normal deck of many things that is
I'm
created
back.
by the same person. You should ask her more about where she got her powers. Because I don't think she learned it just from mere books.
yeah. Another question: what happens if I use this in the deck of many things? Because I'm pretty sure it's the end of the world.
So, from our inferences, we both know that the queen's the bad of all evil, and I didn't realize how influential she already was. Well, I suggest you don't put it in the deck because you can take out cards at will without using them.
Okay, yeah, I'll just keep it separate from the deck then. That's all. I just thought it was a good thing to note. I'll definitely ask Erlen Tower about how she made it.
And then, Rivas, you're in a fight.
Yeah, I am.
You're in a fight. It's a tight spot, and you can't pull out your sword.
Fuck.
It's fighting into your skin,
That's great.
your arm skin. What would you like to do? You have time before you need to roll initiative. You don't need to roll initiative yet.
I want to punch it in the eye.
Roll strength check, because I don't need you to roll to hit if its face is right in front of you.
Yeah, really. Oh wait, that was a save.
I hate when DMs are like, roll to
Fuck.
hit. And I'm like, bitch, this guy is, oh my god. You know how to punch, but because of lights in your face, and you do have dark vision, but the lights in your face, you like try to punch, but you seem to be hitting rough skin instead of its eye because it's hard to see.
Yeah.
You can try again, but it's gonna bite deeper into your skin if you fail this one.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. Okay, I thought that was a fucking 1. This fucking 1 is right by the 7, so I was about to say, son of a bitch.
You sock it in one of its eyes, and it lets go its grip a little bit and falters back.
Good.
What would you like to do now? This is
Punch
your
it
last.
again, I guess.
Roll to hit because this is your last action before initiative. And you're still in a tight cave, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you punch for the same eye or another eye?
Different eye.
You punch for a different eye, and it snarls and snaps and hisses at you. But
Good.
it's about to attack, and I need you to roll initiative. You can relax, Mary, for whatever time you have. This is going to be a bit.
Yeah.
20.
20? Oh, you go first.
Okay.
So,
Pull out my sword.
you can't pull out your sword, it's too tight.
Okay.
You can back up and move to a bigger place where you were, where you can't pull out your sword, or you can keep punching it for whatever the fuck you got.
Can I pull out the Can I pull out my demon horn and use it as a weapon?
Yes, you can, but it won't be that strong. It'll be like the same as 1d4.
Okay. That's fine.
Gonna fight this thing with a 1d4.
Well, actually, no. He's just gonna use his fist because he gets just like a 5 damage on it. So,
You're gonna fight with 5 damage.
I mean,
You can't.
I guess he'll back up. I mean,
You want to fight an unknown creature with fists?
what do you want me to do? Do you want me to run away? Do you want me to just punch it with the best thing I can in this current situation?
Whatever Rivas would do, it's just really funny to me.
He would.
Really funny to me. He is a tactician, a battle tactician. So
Yeah.
even if how feral he is.
Mhm.
So think wisely. I mean, punching is not a bad thing. It seems to back up every time you punch it.
Yeah.
But also, you can't pull out your sword of Yoth because it's a long sword, and literally the walls are up to your shoulders.
Yeah,
And the ceiling-
he'll like go backwards as fast as he can.
You can. You're gonna dash, and it's gonna try to actually catch up to you due to a skill it has. It does not
Right.
catch up to you. does not catch up to you. So you run out a little bit into the open where you can pull out your sword, and it's coming right at you. That is your turn. It's going to try to bite you again. This time it's actually going to roll to hit, and it misses. Don't even worry about it. Fucking tries to snap at you, but it seems to have poor depth perception and just snaps in front of your face.
Freak
Like
it.
its jaws close really hard in front of your face. And it hisses at you. It's your turn.
Am I in a space that I can like do something yet, or no?
Or in a space where you can pull out your sword, but you can only take one action.
Okay, I'll pull out the sword.
You pull out the sword, and you have what action?
I want to hit it with the sword.
You roll to hit.
30.
30? Of course
Yes.
you fucking hit it. Roll your damage.
Oh wait, not that one. Okay.
Sword of Guild is gold, right?
Yeah, it's gold.
Okay, give me a second.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17.
17. Okay, you do 17 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, we know you're awake. You're still taking your sister home. Me and Haley going to check the poop showed up. You hit it for 30 damage, and you're gonna take electricity damage now.
Oh darn.
As your golden sword conducts electricity from this whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Gold is a conductor, isn't it?
I had to look it up because I forgot if it was a conductor or not. I'd actually look it up. So I want to be accurate. I'm gonna roll another set of dice.
Peaches.
My brain is like rotting itself. You take 13 damage.
Great.
Okay, you take 13 as a shock, fucking like a true like shock just rips through your body.
Great. I'm fried.
It's your turn. It's not your turn. It's fucking Thing's turn. You can actually move back if you'd like to, because then you could probably get 2 actions.
I'll move back.
You move back. You're still not there yet, but you're one more movement and you'd be there. It's gonna try to lunge at you again.
Okay.
What's your armor class again? 18?
16.
It hits right on, so it does hit
Okay.
you. You're gonna take 5 biting damage. It's gonna try to latch onto your arm and grapple your arm, and you have to make a strength contested throw against it.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do that high.
Oh shit, bitch.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Damn. You know what? Take half damage for that 5. Take 2. I think. No. Take 2 damage instead. So heal 3 if you took it off, and that thing bite into your skin, but you flex so damn hard. Can't bite into your skin. It's your turn.
That's pretty humorous.
You have 1 action still, unless you decide to move back. But it will try to lunge at you if you move back right now.
Oh fuck. Well, I guess instead of the Sword of Yoth, can I pull out my glaive?
Yes, you can, because the bottom of your glaive is wood. Yes, you can. You can pull out your glaive.
I do it.
You do it! And then now you have your glaive out, and you still have 1 action to attack.
Okay. 26 to hit.
You fucking win. Even without the Sword of Yoth, she still wins.
9 damage.
Where do you stab it?
I want to slash its light thing off.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. Roll a strength check for me to see if you actually successfully slice it off.
Freak.
Give it to me. Give me your strength check.
13.
13, you win. You slice it off and it dims in the ground, and now you don't see any light, and you see its ugly little face.
Goodbye.
What you notice is when it opens its mouth, you notice what seems to be a broken mask inside of its mouth on its tongue.
Oh, bitch. Man.
Rimus fighting this alone is the funniest fucking thing.
It's gonna try to attack you. It's gonna hit. It's gonna bite into your skin, and it's gonna try to grapple you once again.
Freak you.
So roll strength contesting there against it.
I imagine that Hayden and Kira are just having like a
Oh.
casual conversation while Rimus is dying.
Oh, that shit bites right into your skin. You take 3 damage,
Oh my god.
and electricity starts to spark, like crackle on its skin.
Oh my god.
It's now your turn, and it is latched onto one of your arms, and your glaive is 2-handed.
Fuck. Bitch.
Jacqueline
Okay.
really pulling the stops this fight.
She really is.
Testing your strength.
Shit. He puts the fucking glaive away and he fucking punches the shit in the face.
Strength check.
Oh, I don't need to roll to hit. It's right fucking there.
Yeah, don't worry about roll to hit. It's close to you.
Fucking
Perfect, because it's gonna roll a strength testing throw actually against you.
great.
It loses. It lets go.
I do 5 damage.
I like how you just put the 5 damage on there. It's looking pretty beat up on its face because of the way you punched it. You gave it like a fucking bruised eye, even though it really doesn't have an eye. It's its turn though.
Okay.
And this time it seems to be gathering up electricity.
This bitch about to
Well, the
electrocute you.
A ball of lightning forms in its mouth
Oh my god.
as it prepares to attack, and now it's your turn.
Oh my god.
God.
Can he try and use his glaive and like shove that shit in the thing's mouth and then try and wedge it so that it forces its jaw open?
Its jaw is already open because it's about to fire.
Oh.
There's a ball of lightning forming in its fucking mouth.
Okay, but okay, so I have my arm.
You're gonna stab the orb?
I have my arm?
Yeah, you have your arm. You have both of your arms. You're fine.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I was not processing that. But it's basically it backed away from you and it opens its mouth really wide where you can see the broken mask hanging on its tongue, which is absolutely disgusting. Like Alien Isolation, but with that. And a ball of lightning starts to form in its mouth.
Uh-huh. Trying to think. He just fucking reaches in there and grabs the mask.
It's not charged.
Wait, you mean he could just reach in there?
Oh no! If there was no electricity, you could reach in there, but there is electricity.
Oh.
Unless you are willing to take a lot of electricity damage, then I would.
What if he threw 5 pounds of demon blood on its
I mean, I saw it in the chat. It might interrupt it. You don't know.
It might stop. My idea was that it would stop the electricity.
I don't know the properties of demon blood, so I'm just gonna leave it up to Jacqueline, and Rimus is gonna rip that shit off, and he's gonna just, throw
Okay.
it. Like,
All right, you're gonna need to make a strength check for me. Actually, you're gonna make 2 checks for me. All right, you're gonna make a Constitution saving throw,
my
and then
God.
and then a strength check.
Why the Constitution save?
He's sticking his hand in a ball of lightning, basically. So it depends how much damage he's gonna take.
24.
Okay, you got 24 on the con save. Now I need you to make a strength check to successfully pull that fucking shit out.
17.
Alright, I'm gonna start rolling for damage.
Oh shit.
I just, oh my god, this is gonna be funny, bro.
Alright. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna roll it in like. I'm gonna roll it in our big chat so we can see how much it does.
Oh my.
Oh no,
Are you
oh
ready? That's not too bad. Cause I rolled a bunch of ones in there. It's 52, half of 52, so you don't do that bad.
Wait, where the freak did you roll it?
And the D&D Beyond.
Oh. Okay, how much damage do I take?
You take only 26, believe it or not.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. You're doing good. But you feel a wave of electricity as you reach for the mask and grab it, and you pull it successfully out of its mouth, which completely stops the electricity current, and it lets out a shrill yell as it quickly goes back within its cave.
no. Bro, that's whack as fuck. Cause we never got to throw the demon blood.
Honestly, that's what I was rolling for, but it worked out well, so I'm not mad about it.
So it's gone now, but it went deeper into its little cave.
Okay, well, obviously that's not the way to go, so Ravish is gonna fucking turn and walk out.
You turn and walk out, and you have tunnel 1 and 2. I think 2 and 3 left to go through.
He's gonna go in too.
Okay, you go in 2. That's fine. We need Kiara. Are you done dropping off your sister? Kiara?
Okay, fine,
That's a
he'll go in.
no.
You know what? I'll just make you go through fucking tunnel 1. Or you know what? I'll wait for Kiara.
He could just go through 3 because he basically emerged upon, you know.
Yeah, there's something in cave 2, though.
Oh. Not my business,
But
not my problem.
yeah, I was
Come
like,
on,
Kiara.
Ribis. You can have a conversation with Hayden.
You know what, Ravis? You go through tunnel 3. It's just because
Ew.
they're not here, and you show up and you see Kara and Hayden talking. Talking? Can't believe it. And you just both see Ribis singed again.
Bro.
On his whole arm, and he looks like, and you see giant deep marks in his arm, and he looks grumpy.
Bro, Kira walks over to Ribis and sits him down and immediately pulls out her fucking shears and starts trimming his hair to make sure he's all nice and, like, fancy. Because she's a cosmetologist, apparently.
He's
Only
pretty pissed, but he's glad he got the mask. He's just like huffing, and he just shows off the mask to them.
yeah, you're still holding its like weird black tongue with the hanging broken mask on it.
Yeah.
And then Hayden's like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's literally him. He's like, oh, that.
I just imagine that, like, Kira just sees Ribis beat the fuck up. She walks over and immediately just starts being a cosmetologist, fixing his fur all up, and then, like, bandaging his wounds, and then, like, patting them better, and then she just starts painting his nails. She just does the full round, bro.
Is this common?
Yes.
He just sees the broken mask laying in front of y'all, and he's like, wow, alright.
Ribis gets beat up a lot, and so I have become a cosmetologist on the side.
You know,
I guess grows so quick.
he's I can imagine, considering Rebus is literally the barbarian of the group and holds one of the relics, so.
Yeah.
He's also a metal orb too.
Orb.
Orb.
Oh yeah, the orb that Hayden wanted, but he was like, yeah, no, y'all can have it.
Yeah. Yeah, Rebus has it.
Oh, we gotta make sure everyone's here because we gotta put our blood in altar.
Oh.
If Ribus has blood to spare.
He'll just the wound he has on his arm from the creature biting it, he'll just like flex his arm and like blood will come out into the altar.
That's fine.
It's
I've
not a-
returned.
Oh, thank the heavens. So you missed a giant fight between Ribus and an anglerfish.
Ew, I hate them shit so much.
Yeah, and he won, which was really good.
I
But-
hope you won.
It's your turn, Girl in Tower's turn as y'all continue traversing through the caves.
Okay.
As y'all pass all the mossy stuff, you notice the moss seems to form around architecture that
Yeah.
represents the queen, servants, and what seems to be limbo language written underneath it.
Okay.
Girl in Tower's like, Girl in Tower's scribbling. She's writing. She's writing furiously.
Can I do a history check?
Yeah, you can do any check you want. You can do a history check, intelligence check,
Let's
mostly
do-
intelligence to make out the writings.
What did intelligence start with?
You also have the book of creators with you, so this becomes increasingly easier.
21.
Oh, fucking nat 20. Shit. So it reads, "Obey the queen
No.
from the abyss to the underdark.
Propaganda.
No.
Offer your blood in penance for her seal."
No.
That's what it says. And you continue walking, and you eventually meet Kira and Heidi and Ribus. And Ribus is
Oh
beat
my
up as
gosh, our
fuck.
trip was so easy. Oh my god.
Ribus is beat up as fuck. Kira and Heidi are fine.
Yeah, we just
It
been
was
talking.
like a stroll.
Ribus has poured his blood in the thing, and half of the circle's lit up on the ground.
Oh, am I supposed to do this now?
Kira's gonna. Kira's gonna cut her hand and put her blood in there as well.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, everyone does the same thing, and eventually the bowl fills to the brim. It's not like a deep bowl, but it's like enough to be like, that's a lot. That's pretty lot of blood. And eventually,
A lot of AIDS.
the seal on the door, which represents her mask, its eyes glow red, and the door slowly opens as the whole cave rumbles.
Kira's gonna bandage up Ribus's wound because his was natural, not, handmade.
Yes. You patch him up. He's all patched up now. Yay. He will not get an infection. And eventually,
Yay!
y'all walk forward in what seems to be the sealed area, where the giant monster is usually supposed to be and where the gem is. And as you enter the room, it's very heavy, like with a sense of darkness, right? You feel like a weight on you. And as you look forward, you seem to see what seems to be a coffin, like those coffins that held those creatures in. But it's wide open. And nothing lies there except a gem on the ground.
Well, we're taking it.
Haydn approaches it as you're moving forward, Kira. However, Emiliano, Kira, Ribus, and Girl in Tower, you all need to make a dex save, and I just said that for myself.
No!
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Is this an effect I can see?
No, because it's a sudden effect.
Shit.
Bitch.
I got a 17.
14.
You got a deck. Oh, I see it. I'm stupid as fuck. Sadly, that doesn't actually beat sick. Because literally half the room caves in. As Girl in Tower, Kira, and Ribus fall, Haydn was way ahead of y'all heading towards the gem, so he looks behind him as y'all are falling. And he seems to try to cast a spell, but it seems to fail.
Damn.
And you all fall into the pit of darkness.
Oh no.
Welcome to the Underdark, and that is where we're ending our session.
Oh my
No, we're in the Undertales.
shut up.
That is
Not
from
her not even knowing
off.
what the fucking Underdark is. I swear to God.
Okay, so Emiliano, basically, it's like very close to the Abyss, which is hell. Underdark is like basically hell if it was on Earth, like if it had its own place.
Like
Like,
Doom.
yeah, like Doom. And it has its own civilization and stuff like that, like the City of Tears, where it's underground, has its own thing. But they're a lot more evil. Like, just straight up evil. They have horrible laws. All that matters is the top. The fucking
Also,
people can
this is
die.
where tieflings originated.
Which is Kira's race.
Yeah.
You're gonna find your brother.
I hope
That's
not.
what I thought. And so basically, you're going to like a kind of like a mini version of the Abyss / Hell. The Abyss in D&D is basically hell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a mini version of that, but not as bad.
It's like the Nether, but like in
Yeah, the
Minecraft.
Nether. But if it was just like, I guess the fortresses, and that's it.
That's spooky.
Jacqueline, when do you want to have the next session?
So, since this was shorter, I have two plans. We have to try either for next week, like Sunday, or we can try for Thursday at 9 p.m. again to continue this cliffhanger.
I'm cool. It's up to them.
Yeah.
It's up
As
to
long as
both
it's
of
not
you.
Friday, tomorrow, or because tomorrow I have to go to the DMV and I gotta take Amy to work. I mean,
No,
school.
I'm busy tomorrow also, and I'm busy.
It's just Thursday at 9 p.m. Kira. That's our only thing for this week.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do Thursday 9 p.m.
What about you, Haley?
Thursday will be fine. I'm calling off work tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna relax.
Nice.
Okay.
Don't worry about doing anything tomorrow.
Sick.
It's crazy because the reason I have to do 9 p.m. Thursday is because Thursday I have practice from 6 to 8 p.m. Friday I
And
have
you sure
practice.
you'll be good?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Friday I have practice from 4 to 8 p.m. for graduation, and Saturday I have a practice from 4 to 8 p.m. So,
I'll just kill myself.
Okay.
so hopefully Thursday won't last over 8. I'll just text off I'll be late, but since it's just practice, we usually aren't going to go over time.
Sick. Thursday at 9 then.